It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
I should have paused.
You should do the millennial pause.
The millennial pause. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Monday. We start November. We start the March.
The March into November?
No, the March into the new year. I don't like this.
How about we march into the holiday season?
I don't like it either.
We're past Halloween. We're moving into Thanksgiving, a month of gratitude and grace. We've got a lot to be grateful for.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that I'm using to get me through the next 2 months.
Stuff.
Yes.
That's why you get the big bucks.
Stuff.
It's his vocabulary.
Well, stuff. Like this stuff right here, Super
That's
Patch.
stuff, yeah.
Because what happens is, I'm a diabetic, and what happens is the new year comes, and all of a sudden, everybody brings food in here, at home, visit, the restaurant, everybody. And a diabetic has to learn to say the word no, and a little bit more no, because you can't eat that. And I finally got my sugar down, you know this. Finally got it down, got my weight down. So I got to do things to sort of entertain my mind to get it off of food.
So you walk.
Yes, like Forrest Gump.
But you really do.
I do.
He says, I'm going to go for my walk, and next thing I know, it's 30 minutes later, and you're back.
And I keep going, and I keep going. And so and people are going to think I'm absurd, but I'm not. So I put these Super Patches on, and we have Eva in studio. She's going to explain it better than I can. All I know is that I put it on, and I decided to walk like I normally do. And I said, you know what? I feel pretty good. And I kept going all the way to Yamara.
I went up to 30th or something, you said.
And then I came back. I could have walked home.
It's amazing.
Except you would have had to come get me because I wasn't walking back. But the object of the game is that you feel better, so you do more. And that's what today's whole show is about. We got people in here who are going to talk to you about the things that you could do to feel better, get it done, and get it done right. Because this is the hardest part of the year for diabetes. It's the hardest part of the year to lose weight. It's the hardest part of the year to sustain your level of all the work you've done since January without losing it.
I have to tell you, I've been using, don't laugh because you're going to tell me I don't need to. I've been using all the patches, but I put on the Defend. I think it's helping my allergies, and I think it's helping with extra water and bloatedness. So, just saying, for ladies who are looking to
You're a little bloated?
to reduce that bloat look, yes, it's sort of just, and I think they told me it like helps your body get to this homeostasis. So, I got a lot of tissues, but you just got to like get rid of extra fluid, or you got to get rid of the extra fluid in your body.
But it does work, and it does work. And for some of my friends, they tried it one time and says it didn't work for me. That's not the way things work. It didn't take you one day to get there. You ain't gonna get off in one day either. You got to use it over and over again.
He's excited about this more than he's been excited. It tells you about how long we've been married. He's more excited about this patch than he's been excited about anything in a long time. And that's as we're going to bed one night. He's like, I just want you to know, I gave him the REM. He's like, I haven't been so excited about something in a very long time. I'm like, happy anniversary now. But truthfully, that's where we're at after all these years. He got the REM patch, and I should have had more. I ordered more because his snoring last night, I was like, been up since 4:20. So I'm wondering if they make one for snoring. Look at her face. Please. You come up with a concoction. I'm going to pretend it is, and we're going to make it be so, is all I can say.
You put a mouth guard in, you won't snore.
I have a mouth guard, and he snores, so again, that doesn't help either.
Not you, him.
Again, married after all these years. He puts a REM patch on, I put on my mouth guard, and asleep we go. And then I look at my son and his wife, and they're honeymooning, and they're 6 months married, and I'm like, wow, it's a thing.
Wait till it's a little older.
I know, we got to talk to the experts in marriage back there. We got Chris and Frank. How many years?
49 in June.
49 in June. Amen. You guys are, Chris is like, wow.
Chris says, don't remind me.
But we've got a great show lined up for you. A lot of health and wellness. We've got IV. Do we know the name of the company we've got here? Total. Of course, she forgets I'm old. What's the name of your company?
Next Level Infusion.
Next Level Infusion. She's going to be putting white lettering and bigger font by the time she leaves here, I guarantee you. But you got glasses on. That's like cheating.
That's because you won't wear it. You know, this is like AARP.
Where are your glasses?
They're right here. You got AARP. She won't join that either because I don't want nobody to know
I just
that.
want you to know, I was buying tickets for our event on Eventbrite, and the next thing that came up, do you want a free discount to AARP? I went, no.
Why?
Then I went to the next one, no.
No, why?
But
Nobody
it's there.
needs to know that you have it. It's the best thing in the world. You know, you can be 21 years old or older to get it. And it has all of these benefits. Cars and everything else, 40% off, 30% off. She won't do it. She thinks that's like, I'm passing into, and you're going to have to show up
Passing into
anyway.
your zone, I
You're
know.
going to have to come anyway.
Passing into the Freddie zone. There's like this fine line between me
hilarious.
and crossing over.
Hilarious. I think that instead of having, what is it, Freddie
But
Stories?
look, I've got my paint patch on. I just realized.
We're going to have Freddie Stories, we're going to have Dawn Stories.
We're going to do DIY with Dawn.
Yeah.
All good. More to come. We also have a great guest joining us virtually. We've got Janet who's joining us, and she is of Honor Flight Southeast Florida, the chairman. And they just had one of their honor flights on Saturday. And J.C. Dreesen, who has a concert on Friday night at Movies of Delray, was there to take film and to honor all our veterans who were on this flight. So it's an amazing opportunity to give tribute and pay back since Veterans Day is around the corner. We've got a lot of events to share with you and a lot of great health tips as we go into the holidays, because we all need a little bit of tweaking, I think.
So get your pen, which this is, a pen. Get
How
your
cool
pen
is
and
that?
piece of paper. Holy smokes, this thing has like a liquid in there. I didn't know
But I don't
that.
think it writes in red, does it?
Blue.
Well, let me
Blue.
stab you and then watch you. Right,
Actually,
right.
I was told that blue is the color that a pen should write in because blue is your communication center. So we should write in blue. That's what I was told.
There's somebody
Look at
behind you,
that.
G-Man.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. More to come on the other side. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A, and we'll be right back.
Amp Media Productions proudly announces Music Nights. We invite you to a 2-night concert event, November 10th and December 1st, starring J.C. Dreesen, with her salute to the veterans. And True Rumors, the greatest Fleetwood Mac tribute band on the land. For more information and to grab your tickets, head over to events.amp2.tv. That is events.amp2.tv, and don't be late.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina, along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, so this one goes out to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. Was a sculptor, and again, no, or a man who makes potions on a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I'm put down in words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. On the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few of these verses, well, they've got me quite cross, but the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is what I really mean. Yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. You don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I'm put down in words. How wonderful
And we're back.
You like that music?
I love JC. I was talking to her at 7 o'clock this morning, I guess because the hours changed. Normally she waits until 8 and stuff like that. And she was talking to me about, she went up there on Saturday and how touching this is to her heart and a lot of things with the vets and everything else. So this Friday, come on out and support the cause. And we're going to be having an interview very shortly. But before we do all that, let's go to camera 2. Let's talk to our new friends.
Put on your glasses.
Why?
Because you can read the card. Our new friends, we've got Alyssa and Garrett joining us. We're talking infusion IV therapy. Now, not prescription, right? Not medical, not hospital grade. Vitamin supplement infusion therapy.
Correct.
So welcome to the studio.
Grab your mic, guys.
Just grab your mics off the stands. And it's so funny because I said, how did you find us? And apparently you did your thing and you found them.
I did. I saw something on Facebook and I said, come on down and let's talk about it because like I said before the opening of the show, this is the hardest time of the year for a diabetic. And I kid you not. And on cue, they bring stuff in here. I can't eat those grapes.
But there's other things you can eat.
I know, but they bring the donuts and the this and the that. So you've got to stay healthy. So welcome to the show.
So welcome. We've had the pleasure of interviewing your mom and knowing your mom for quite a while, which we didn't know, through our good friend Amy Rashevsky. You'll see Amy's pieces all over the studio. Amy actually started our little mini art gallery here when we moved in 4 years ago.
Awesome.
And she's since done her thing, and we know your mom, so welcome to the studio. We just got to get you closer to the mic.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us about what you all do.
Absolutely. So we are a mobile IV vitamin infusion company. We're also opening up a brick and mortar location in Lake Worth inside of Advanced Healthcare of the Palm Beaches. But for now, we're fully mobile. So what we do is we actually come to you to give you vitamin infusions. They range from weight loss infusions to energy infusions. We also do NAD, which is a popular anti-aging infusion. Helps with brain fog, long COVID, things like that. And we also offer medical weight loss. So during the holidays, it's hard to lose that weight. We do specialize in the medical weight loss as well.
How did you get involved doing this?
So I've been a nurse 14 years. My entire career has been infusion. I have started in oncology, and when I first started nursing, I said, this is what I want to do. I saw a brick and mortar location in Georgia, and I told my dad that I wanted to do this, and he told me, no, we're not going to do that. So there's no money in that. And it's, you know, it was a new concept. So I wasn't sleeping one night. I saw an ad to do this, and I said, let's figure out how we can, you know, really do this. So I approached a doctor because I am a nurse. I work with a medical director who oversees to make sure that this is safe for every person that I infuse. We do all intake forms and everything like that beforehand. And it was just, it's a passion for me. Instead of giving on chemotherapy, I now do more natural medicine, and I can actually see the improvements in people instead of making them sick first and then getting them better. Now I'm seeing them get better right away.
That's so great. I love that whole concept, the proactive health instead of the reactive health. How does that make you feel to know that you're helping people from beginning to end instead of on the other side of it?
It's unlike anything I could even express to you. When my clients text me and tell me how good they're feeling, or if I reach out to them, see how they're feeling, I've literally cried on the other end of the phone just because I get these fantastic text messages from people or phone calls about how great they're feeling, and this is exactly why I am where I am today, and this is why I went out to be a nurse, was to help people. So to be able to do this and to offer it is just, it's been a blessing.
But the amazing thing is that you go to people. Mm-hmm. See, some of us don't go because they don't go. But now that excuse is off the grid, right? They come to you. You really have no excuse not to do it.
Right in the comfort of your own home, in your bedroom, your living room, wherever you want me to set up. I've gone to offices. People have excuse of, I work all the time. Well, I could set up right at your desk.
That's right. The excuse is gone. Now, I wanted to ask you, what I heard in neuropathy, it's you have to feed the body a large amount of all the B vitamins, like in boy. Is that true?
It is very true. So we offer B complex vitamins, and also alpha lipoic acid in high doses will help with neuropathy as well.
See, that's what I wanted to talk. If you wanted to know why I invited him in, there you have it. It's right there. One of the things that I've been doing this whole diabetic thing now for years, because on one of her birthdays, I was put into ICU, and I was told I wasn't coming out.
Wow.
So ever since then, God's given me a second chance, and I'm trying to find the best way to get people to move. And when you have neuropathy, you don't want to walk. Nobody wants to walk when you're walking in pain. Who the hell wants to do that, right? So I'm looking at the vitamin. I want to talk to you about the vitamin B stuff. The patches has helped me. I got to tell you, straight off the top, has helped me. So the only excuse is going out and doing it. And you're removing any excuse to going out and doing it because you're coming right to the door.
Yes.
How do
exactly.
people know what they want? You know, how do they know they don't feel their optimal best? Because sometimes I find people have to be so rock bottom to say I feel awful. Otherwise, it's you're aging, it's your hormones, it's whatever excuse you can come up. How do people know, you know what, I really need B's, or I really need, it's more than post-hangover.
Right, absolutely. So we try to focus more on the wellness than the post-hangover part of the business anyway. But I am fully customizable. So what I do is I have a consultation with the client before we go out to infuse them. So then I can really figure out exactly what they're looking for and what they need to pinpoint. And all the vitamins are water soluble, so there's no way of overdosing you on a vitamin in that nature. But of course, we have the ability to do labs if that was something you wanted to do, but it's really not necessary. It would be more of just having a conversation with somebody and having the education of knowing, based on that conversation, what I could offer you.
It is so great that you're mobile. I know you're going to do the brick and mortar, but the mobility of it is so nice. I had labs done about, 2 weeks ago, and they came to the house. It was beautiful. You do what you got to do. You get dressed, you go to work, and then you're good to go.
Absolutely.
What's the weight loss that you do?
So we offer the medical weight loss programs. It's compounded semaglutide and tirzepatide. And we also offer weight diet plans and things of that nature.
Now, dehydration, another problem for diabetics because they don't drink enough water. Can you do a mixture where you are infused to remove the dehydration and the B? Can you do both?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it starts with a base of normal saline or lactated ringers, whichever fluid base that you were looking for. And then we mix the vitamins into the bag. So you're getting all of that in one shot.
Now, no one's going to know whether they need lactated ringer or saline. So they're going to tell you, this is how I feel, and you're going to make that determination based on your credentials as a nurse.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And how often should one do this? That recipe, how often should they do it?
Yeah, so not every company is alike, right? So, but what my dosing is unique because I do give max dosing. So the half-life is 2 weeks, which means it's good for 1 month in total. So a monthly IV is typically recommended.
A monthly IV? I'm going to tell you, my head is spinning right now.
And what are you finding most people want? What they're feeling, what are they looking for?
Usually it's energy, B complex, B12, those kinds of things. We have a really popular cocktail called the Myers cocktail, which is all of the vitamins together. B complex, B12, glutathione, magnesium, I know I'm missing zinc, and vitamin C. So it's a really complex cocktail that encompasses all of your vitamins that most people are lacking from diet.
People love the glutathione, but I know some people have funky reactions to it. So how do you work with that?
So glutathione is a liver detox. So usually people have the reaction post-infusion. If that does happen, then I would obviously not give it the next time. It's usually just a 24-hour feeling of kind of like a flu-like symptom. But after that 24 hours, then they feel fantastic. Yeah, so if people can stick it out, then I typically would recommend it, but I always let them know first that this is something that could happen.
Well, I gotta tell you what happened to me this weekend. I don't like taking the flu shot. I never have. I'm from New York, never got the freaking flu. It was ridiculous. But now, because my diabetic doctor says you gotta take it. You're not taking it from me, you gotta take it. So I go and I get the shot on Saturday, and I'm sick. You're sick Saturday, sick Sunday. They tell me that that's the medicine working. Is that true?
It is. It's what's called a histamine response. So it is normal. A histamine response is the same thing as like if you had an allergy to something and you started feeling kind of sick. It's the way our bodies are reacting to whatever you're putting in. So your body is trying to fight that off. It's creating new fighter cells to fight off that, and it's going to remember that if you get the flu, hey, listen, we've already fought this off before. We know how to fight it off.
Let me tell you, get no sucks. Never in my life have I ever been through anything like this. But I was thinking about the 2 salines, which is the 2 that I always thought once a month is not bad to get it, and then they're mobile, which is kind of cool. You know, my head spins.
Now, you know what's kind of cool for me is to watch you promote health and wellness. That, for me, to watch you do this, is the man I met 8, 12, a million years ago. The first time you and I went out for lunch, I kid you not, he orders an omelet, regular eggs, with cheese and ham in an omelet.
Why she got to
And then
put
he
my
takes the
laundry out on the
ketchup,
street?
because look how far you've come. And you take the ketchup all over the omelet, and then you proceeded to eat the whole omelet. And
Well, what
the
was I
potatoes
supposed
and
to leave
everything. And now I look at you, and you're losing weight, you're working with Patches, you do your protein shake in the morning, you go to your weekly meetings, you're talking about the benefits of IV infusion for health and wellness, and you know your bees.
That was me. Back in the day when I had hair.
So for me to watch you do this, and I'm totally honest, I'm serious. I'm so proud of you to watch the transition and the transformation that you have done, and you've lost the weight, and and it's not easy. It's not like you pop a pill and this is easy for you. And you're literally walking the walk every day.
Well, you know, getting out of bed hurts. Never did that before. Wait till you guys get
But
there.
you chose you, and you chose life, and
Well-
you had some wake-up calls with some family members, and you chose to go the other route. So I'm really proud of you.
And I'm thinking that because they gave me a jar that has all the B complexes, right? So you got to digest that. And that's tricky. Digestion or taking medicine on the way my diet is and my fasting is and all that's kind of tricky. So I'm thinking the IV, which goes right into the bloodstream, might be a better solution for diabetics. You gotta understand, I'm doing this not only for me, but for about 3,000 diabetics who watch everything I take in, watch everything I eat. Do I wanna eat a donut? Yes. But then I give it to the boys over there. I say, you eat it. Because I can't. Because I can't. But, you know, it's the give back. I was given a second chance. And I'm looking for the right moves to do it. So that's your place?
That is, yes.
Where is it located? Or that's the mobile van? It can't be, there's a door.
No, that
That's
would
a
be pretty
mobile
tough.
van? That's pretty
That's
cool.
the brick and mortar location.
And it's where?
It's on Hypolexo and Military inside of the Advanced Healthcare of the Palm Beaches.
Wow. Well, let me ask you before we go to commercial break. If he does, say, this B infusion for diabetes, does he not take his supplements anymore? Or
So
does he still continue that?
I would never recommend you not listening to your doctor, but the benefit of taking an IV versus an oral supplement is, like you said, you're digesting that. So what you're taking, you're only getting between 35 and 50% of, because it has to bypass the stomach and gets broken down in stomach acid. When you take something IV or even IM, which is a quick injection, that you're getting 100% bioavailability for.
And isn't it easier on the liver to take an IV than it is to take pills?
It's not filtering the same way. Correct.
See, you have
I'm
superhero.
getting
You even
massage
did the
educated.
superheroes.
That's awesome.
I got the shield. I'm more interested.
You got the shield, absolutely. What's the best way for people to contact you?
We have social media on Facebook. We're Next LVL Infusion. And you can also call or text us. Our phone number 561-879-0788. And our website is Next, NEXT, mobileinfusion.com.
And that's why I reached out, was because I had this whole thing about diabetics and diabetes. And this is, again, the worst time of the year to be a diabetic. I mean, there's never a good time, but this is the challenge all of a sudden.
You have a question?
I think you have a question.
Yeah,
I see his hand up, yeah.
I know. But you're a teacher.
Yes,
So, you know, it's
yes,
like,
Rich, can I call on you?
The patch is wearing off.
Yeah, the patch is wearing off. Yeah. No, my hyperness defeats a lot of stuff. Quick question. I know a woman that is dealing with neuropathy. And she's just constantly in a lot of pain. I heard you mention that. Now, I think I know what the answer is going to be, but does insurance cover your treatments?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, I didn't think so, because they only cover when they're putting all kinds of toxic chemicals in your body. And I'm
Yes.
a big believer in natural healing. You know, I've seen it with my sister with the cancer, and it's just amazing. But yeah, that's a shame. Do you have like plans? Because I'm thinking, you know, I would like to recommend you to her, or recommend her to you, or however that works.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. We will work with people. I just want to help people. So we'll work with somebody. We also accept FSA and HSA cards, which I'm not sure if that's in her realm. I think with like Medicare, Medicaid, that doesn't apply. But if she had that, we do accept those as a form of insurance, technically.
Yeah.
But we would work with somebody as far as payments go.
Oh, okay.
And we're super affordable. It's much less expensive than you think it is. I think people automatically assume because it's a concierge type service, it's very expensive. It's not. Infusions range anywhere between $100 and $500, but it's not insanely expensive.
Yeah. No, that seems reasonable. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you.
And
You're
also
welcome.
people who are undergoing chemotherapy, because we know a lot of things deplete minerals and all the essential vitamins that you need. Is there a replacement while they're undergoing chemo that you would do as an infusion, like, I don't know, maybe it's your Myers cocktail or something along, since you have knowledge on both sides of it?
Yeah, so as long as their oncology doctor is okay with it, we get approval from their oncology doctor, then that would be absolutely fine. And it would work out, and they would probably feel really good from that.
Because a lot of times you just get depleted. Even some of the blood pressure medicines I know, it depletes CoQ10, it depletes other things to give you benefits of others. So always under the guidance of your doctor, your physician, or your nurse practitioner, and then give Alyssa and Garrett a call. Garrett, absolutely. How do you work with the company? Before we go, we have to at least hear you.
Say hello.
Say
Man,
hello.
you know what? Listen, honestly,
She does a beautiful job, though.
she's the best.
Yes, she is.
I sit in the background. Not everyone sees me. I do events. But, you know, let me tell you this real quick, okay? I'm the type of person that has to see something work, right, before I believe it. Before we started this, she was telling me about this stuff. I didn't believe it could work. And then, you know, I started getting infusions, and they started working for me. My energy, my energy has always been low, like really low, and the infusions have helped. So, you know, that's
Amazing.
me, just in the background.
All right, well,
The
you
way I
guys,
like it.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Such
you for
a
having us.
pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I think we've got the chairman of Honor Flight Southeast Florida joining us. We've got Sally Bernard, our psychic and medium in-house. We've got the boys in the back, and we've got
Judy
Eva
Herman's
joining
here.
us, and our brain entertainer, Judy Herman, is here. I want her to meet Ava for memory. Let's see what we got going on.
Who?
Huh? What? More to come. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Mom, don't you want us to have more than this? Be something?
Yes, but first you go and get married and have children. Then go, be whatever you want.
Dude, I'm never gonna be able to afford my own place. Home's not that bad. It's a zoo, Mariam.
What's the purpose of your visit?
I'm here to find a nice Pakistani-American doctor to marry.
Jeez, it's just a study group.
The MCATs aren't gonna ace themselves. I wanna go to Harvard. It has the best PEDS program in the country.
Hey. I gotta tell you, Roombas really freak me out. If you're gonna get a Roomba, like, just put it only in your room.
Khala, these prices are ridiculous. We will pay you $24 for them.
My daughters, they think they know everything best.
You know what? I'm a grown woman.
Boys don't like girls all covered up. You're never going to get married with that scarf on your head.
I don't want to be with someone who doesn't get my values.
Our country is being overrun by immigrants.
You're working on the Douglas Smarts account. I mean, the guy is a racist.
I got a call from the hospital. I'm gonna have to go in.
You don't need to marry the first guy who shows interest in you.
Everybody's gonna get what they want. This is America. A land of dreams.
back. Beautiful footage, courtesy of J.C. Dreesen.
Wow. And that was the Honor Flight returning on Saturday night with Honor Flight Southeast Florida at Palm Beach International Airport. We've got Janet who's joining us. She is the Honor Flight Southeast Florida chairman. So welcome, Janet.
Thank you, and we certainly appreciate it. Good afternoon.
What an, I no pun intended, what an honor for what you, they're laughing back there, but there's no other word for it. For what you do. I can't believe, we always say there are no coincidences. When I reached out to you last week about the J.C. Dreesen concert and part of our proceeds of that concert Friday night going to Honor Flight Southeast Florida, and you said to me, there are 4 honor flights a year, and there happened to have been one on Saturday. And J.C. Dreesen said, oh my gosh, I'm going to be there because we have a few friends of our community that are actually, I guess they were on the flight. Tell us a little bit about the event.
Okay, well, we fly World War II, Korea, and Vietnam veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit their memorials and treat them like rock stars for a day. It's not just to see the memorial. It's also to make sure that they're honored. And every step of the way, from the time we leave in the morning until we reach Washington, and every memorial, and then when we get back home, is a tribute to them. There are people out there waiting, welcoming them home, thanking them for this service. And we fly 4 times a year, 2 in the spring and 2 in the fall. And you're right, you're very lucky that you hit our last flight for the 2023 flying season. We have 79 veterans on this flight and 79 guardians. Each veteran is accompanied by a guardian. And that person makes sure that he is safe all day long. And then we have staff and medical personnel. So we charter a whole flight with American Airlines. Costs about $140,000 per flight. And people like the event that's coming up are where we get our funds. It's grassroots. We do not get any money from federal organizations or the VA or anything else. People think that we are subsidized by them, but it's not. It's truly a grassroots effort, and the community has always been there to support us. As JC saw on Saturday, there were probably about 1,500 people that came out to welcome the veterans home.
You had told me thousands of people come out, 1,500 people to honor the veterans. That is amazing. How many veterans were on the flight?
79.
And how do you choose who gets to go on what flight, or how do they even apply or ask?
They can apply by going to our website, which is Honor Flight, SEFL, Southeast Florida, SEFL.org. There's a tab there for veterans. They can click on that tab and fill the application out right online. How they're chosen is right now we're accepting applications for World War II, Korea and Vietnam. So if you are World War II or Korea, automatically bump to the top. You're going to be on the next flight due to the age situation. If it's Vietnam, it's on the list, first come, first serve. And as soon as your name comes up, then our people will call you and see if you're available to fly, and then you'll be on the flight. And as I said, if you'd like to be a guardian, you'll notice in the video here, the people in the green or khaki shirt, those are guardians. Everybody in blue is a veteran. And if you want to be a guardian, you can go to that same website, honorflightsefl.org, and there's a tab at the top that says Guardians, and you click on that and can fill it out. And we can take combos too. So if you're a veteran and you want to fly with your daughter, your son, your grandson, you can do that. The only caveat we have is that you can't fly with a spouse or significant other, and that's because most of the veterans are gentlemen, and it's all about the veteran. The guardian makes sure that the veteran always goes first, that the veteran is top of, on the flight, and if your spouse or significant other is there, we found that the veteran tends to want to, make sure they're taken care of and let them go first.
You have to have so many questions, Freddie.
I got to interview a gentleman that was on the flight.
Yes. That's how we found out about it. Harry
About a year ago.
Holzwasser.
Yeah.
And he went with his, I guess his, not daughter-in-law, but his sister-in-law with Stacey Mandel. She's an artist. And that's, I think he's 92? 8? I don't know. Hey, but what an amazing man.
6. But I got to meet him, and the next thing I'm doing is interviewing him. And the next thing I'm doing is it's an hour, and we played it on South Florida Oldies on radio, not once, but twice. And the stories that he said were unbelievable, just unbelievable. So when this opportunity occurred, JC was already trying to work to honor the vets at the program on Friday, and we got it on the other side.
And Frank sent us the information as
Frank
well.
did, yep. And we all ended up at the same place, 3
All
people.
with you, yes.
All towards your group at the same time, which is kind of strange if you think about it. But again, thank you for allowing us to film that. And we're very happy at the work you do. Whatever we could do, you always have a home here. And we're hoping that you will show up on Friday. We'd love to put you on the red carpet with us and talk about this as well. Maybe we could do some work with you on that.
Yeah, we have it's Veterans Day, and we have a couple of huge events coming up, but we'll try. If it's not me, it will try to get one of our board members to come by and represent us. But yeah, we're 100% volunteer. So nobody gets paid in our organization. And that means that we still have to work to make a living. So, but to do the work we do, you have to have a passion for it, because there's a lot involved in it. And if you talk to any of the veterans, they will probably tell you, which we're very proud of, that the whole trip runs like a well-oiled machine. We have the processes down. We know what we have to do, and everybody just does their part. We usually take about 27 staff members, that's bus captains, because when we hit Washington, D.C., we have 4 buses waiting. And those first buses will take us to Arlington, where we have a special area that we can view the changing of the guard. And then when we leave there, we normally go to Air Force Memorial, where we'll have a group picture taken. And when we leave Air Force, we go to lunch. And then after lunch, we will hit the World War II Memorial first, and then Korea, Vietnam, back on the bus and back home, and we land around 8 or 8:20. So it's a very full day. We get at the airport at about 4 in the morning, and then the flight leaves usually around 6. We get into Washington at 8 a.m., and there are people all the way. I guess I would say this trip, we thought it meant a lot to World War II, but we're finding that it means more to Vietnam, because they never got the welcome home that some of the other groups did. And in fact, it's just the opposite. They were spit upon, they had red paint thrown on them, they were told, change out of your uniform before you get off the plane. And we've had comments after the flight, which really it goes to the heart. Because I'm chairman, they have my number. And we've had comments after the flight where the Vietnam especially called me and said, I carried around 47 years of bitterness, and I didn't want to go on this flight, but my buddy talked me into it. So I went because of him. And I got to tell you, after that Operation Homecoming that you just saw, that was one of the things that he said. He said, that just lifted 47 years of bitterness off my shoulders.
Mm-hmm. True that.
To have that welcome home.
True that. My cousins were all in Nam, and we used to go to the airport to pick them up, because the abuse that they took just walking through the airport was unforgiving. Unforgiving. I'll never forget that at John F. Kennedy. And Coco and these guys that we knew, Nikki was also a vet that came back, and they didn't ask for any of that nonsense. And it was just pure nonsense that they had to put up with. So again, I applaud anything we can do for the Vietnam vet. Anything you need done, I'll put it on the air. Whatever you got to do, I'm all in.
did you get involved with the honor flight? I see the picture hanging behind you.
Yes, I had taken my father-in-law on an honor flight in 2013, and I was so impressed with the organization. I had my own company, I owned my own business, and when I was on the flight and I saw how they treated the veterans, it was right about the time in my life when I said, it's time to give something back. But I'm a busy person, and I didn't want to give my time to an organization where the top got the six-figure income. And when I found out that Honor Flight was 100% volunteer, and all the monies that they raised went directly to the mission, I just said, this is my spot. This is where I want to be. So I've been with the organization 10 years now. I was vice chair for a while and then became chairman in 2019. And as I said, the organization is so special because of the people, because of the teamwork. If any of you can go on the flight, is a great idea if you'd like to. But yeah, if you go on a flight one time, you'll understand what we're talking about. And the picture in the back on the wall is my father. He passed away before he could go on a flight. He was World War II veteran. And we have a program called Flags of Our Heroes. So if you have a parent that didn't get to go on the flight, passed away or whatever, you can sign up for Flags of Our Heroes, and we do a ceremony. We usually do about 3 veterans per flight, and there's a ceremony on the plane, and then there's a ceremony at their particular memorial, and then the family can come at the end to Operation Homecoming, and we do a presentation at Operation Homecoming for the family.
Freddie, maybe you want to take my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah. Want to be his guardian?
Absolutely.
You would, so you both can go.
Absolutely. And I'll take a picture of my brother, who is no longer with us, but was a vet as
So you
well.
could do the flag for your brother.
Yep.
Wow. Amazing. Jana, thank you so much. What an honor to have you join us. I'm so excited to meet you this way. Hopefully we get to see you in person on Friday.
I'm going to try. What time does the event start?
The concert starts at 7:30. Doors open at 7, but anytime you get there, we will make it work. And if you have any materials or anything you want us to give out, we'll figure out how to get it from you or one of your board members, and we can always share it if nobody can get out there.
Great. I will definitely try to get there. It's going to be crunch time because we have
Veterans Day.
every Veterans Day, all of our staff is out speaking to different organizations because they want to know about it, and we want them to know about it. And then the next day, there's the chili cook-off as well. And this year, because it is on Veterans Day, they're going to have about 50 veterans that they're going to be honoring.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us. So much information I didn't know. Frank, thank you for the connection, and to Harry Holzwasser as well, and Stacy Mandel. And all roads lead back to you. Some reason, somehow, we thank you for your service.
And thank you for having us on and supporting us. We appreciate it.
Have a wonderful afternoon. More information to come. To be a part of the event on Friday night at the J.C. Dreesen concert or Jill Wasserman. The tickets are available a few ways: Eventbrite, events.amp2.tv, or Movies of Delray. You can get your tickets. Concert starts at 7:30. J.C. is the most amazing, fabulous performer. Tickets are $25, but tickets of 10 or more, we give you a discount, so $2 off a ticket. So go with a group of friends, and we can reserve a whole row for you.
And JC will be here live on Wednesday to sing a little bit in here as well. So all of you, again, if you want to come, you're more than invited to enjoy that. She's fantastic.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. On the other side of this 1 o'clock hour, we've got Super Patch, we've got the boys, we've got Sally, we've got games, we've got you. We've got a whole lot of fun to put in. More to come. We'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to stephaniejaffeart.com.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as a national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're coming back. It's a very busy studio here today, which I love. Eva, can you talk to Rich? Eva, can you talk to Rich? He wants to know how he can get more. Whatever you want. Fortunately, boys are here.
We're going to go over here first. And
We're going to have to talk about what everybody's talking about because everyone's got how are you doing with your...
So far, so good.
Any difference?
This hand slowed down drastically.
Drastically.
This one's still a little wild, but this one...
That's pretty amazing.
And it's only been, what, an hour?
Yeah, something like that.
First time in an hour.
Have you ever seen that stop completely?
Other than with the alpha-lipoic acid that we recommended for you as well.
Just hold your mic, Alyssa.
Oh.
Or talking, either way.
Yeah, so with the alpha-lipoic acid that we recommended for you as well, we noticed a difference in his tremors, but this is amazing. It literally it's been on for an hour. I mean, it's amazing.
Wow.
And it's funny because he's from Louisiana, Show Me State, right? So we got half of it done. It's been about an hour.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, about an hour.
And we got half. So by another hour, if it all stops, then you're a believer?
If it all stops, I'm buying a boatload of it.
I think he already believes.
Right, exactly. And we've got Mr. Peaceful back there. And I think he's a believer.
I can't believe. I cannot.
I think Chris is a believer. She's
I gotta
like,
tell
yes,
you.
car rides, I'm in.
I can't believe how.
We've got, here, let's give Sally this mic, Antonio.
I think you're looking better as well. I'm just saying.
Either one. Let's give one to Sally and one to Judy.
That's okay, come on.
Oh, okay.
That one's not
Stone
on, I don't
sober.
think.
Yeah, no, it's really
Yeah.
weird because
Well, I think
I'm
that's
not
small.
usually bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
I'm like, Tasmanian devil, I mean, that's
I
that's
saw
me.
that when I came in.
Yeah. And then I start my day out with a big cup of Cuban coffee, so
Right.
you can imagine. But I actually do feel really calm, and it's weird because I almost feel like there's like this inner struggle. Part of me wants to come out and just start being me, and then the other person, the other part is like, oye papito, cálmate, it's okay.
And it speaks Spanish to him. You notice that the language
Now
changed.
bilingual.
It went from English.
That was the patch that made him do that, right?
It was the patch.
You noticed
Did I
that,
give him
right?
the Spanish patch?
Oh wow, I've never spoken Spanish before. This is amazing. Yeah, no,
That's good. That's good. That's good. Never
That's
spoken
awesome.
Spanish.
it's funny because I almost feel like I'm more focused.
You are.
as well because I'm severe ADHD, and so I see, and that's the thing with ADHD. It's attention deficit disorder, but I don't think it's a deficit. I think we're just overstimulated.
Right.
And I'm able to just focus on everything that's going on, and it's just it's
Because your
it's weird.
body is balancing itself out, right?
Yeah.
We have these highs and lows because of, different things going on in the body. And so what's happening now, the patch is helping you to stay calmer, right?
Yeah.
And your body is functioning the way it should have been functioning to begin with. Because
Yeah.
this is your even keel, right? We're not supposed to be up high and then down low and then up high and down low, right?
Yeah,
So,
because there are a lot of things that go along with being ADHD. Time blindness, ADHD paralysis, all that stuff. And if this can help me focus and kind of put all that stuff to the side, that would be life-changing for me.
well, and again, why are you focusing better? Because you're calmer.
Yeah.
So you can stay focused, right?
Yeah.
So it's about bringing the body into homeostasis, which
Yeah.
is a fancy word for balance, right? So if the body is balanced, it starts to function properly the way you were meant to function, right?
Yeah, because I've smoked a lot. I mean, I've tried a lot of things. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am so kidding. I'm so kidding.
I gotcha.
But yeah.
No, he's not. He smoked.
There's
one.
that little devil. There's that little devil coming out.
Those two are hilarious together.
I gotta tell you, when I first met you, I sort of in the back of my mind was saying, this is okay. Let me see, and I put on the patch, and I said, and I was afraid to tell people what the hell is going on here. I think I told you I wanted to go out to run. I said, what is going on?
Well, I did.
And then you almost ran yourself into a coma.
Yeah.
But now, the big, she ran
You got
too
to stop the
much.
inner struggle in your head.
She came in the next day. I ran 5 miles. I'm achy.
On the concrete, like not even on my treadmill.
Ouch.
Not a good idea if you're not used to doing
But
it.
I got to tell you, this is unrehearsed, and I have never seen him so calm. I kid you not.
Yeah.
So I've been watching him now for an hour. I mean, this is pretty good over here too. One arm now is like this, and the other one is still here. But this is amazing.
Sally, you too?
Yes, because I bought everything. I sometimes have problems sleeping, so I'd like to know I've taken something. Oh my gosh, I have to take it when I'm in bed, not before, because I don't know what, it's amazing. It sends you to sleep just like that, the REM one. It's incredible. So
Yeah.
anybody that's having any problems sleeping, I recommend this. It's amazing.
Yeah.
hits you right away.
And it's funny,
May
I
not
tried
even
the REM.
necessarily go to sleep right away, but it calms you completely. And when you're asleep, I guess you're in that REM sleep, you sleep very deeply.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I tried the REM sleep because I'm usually going on like 4 hours sleep a night.
Well, that's
And,
another problem.
Yeah.
That creates another problem.
It's and the thing is like what we were talking about before. I go to lay down at night and I could be exhausted. I mean, exhausted to the point where I barely make it to bed. And as soon as I lay down, that first thought creeps in, and then the next one, and the next one, and before you know it, I've got like 5, 6 different thoughts going on at the same time. And 2 hours later, I'm still struggling to get to sleep. I get up, and it's crazy. So I tried the REM one, and I got my 7 hours sleep, but it wasn't like. I don't know. I was still tired when I woke up.
You didn't rest.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Well, try the peace patch."
Correct.
At first, I thought she said the peace pipe. I was like, "Oh, okay,"
It works.
but that would work too, That's that's how we got Manhattan. But
And he's back.
That other part of me is starting to come out again. But yeah, no, this peace one it's different. So let's see tonight. What kind of sleep I get. I may be calling you and saying, hey, send more of those.
Let me ask you a question about the
And
REM.
Dawn was here last week when I had
She
a
was.
3-day migraine. You saw how much pain I was in. And I literally put on, I think 2 of them before I went on air. And within 5 minutes I said to you, oh my gosh, I think I can see again. Like the pain, just the gripping pain. Because when you're in air, you have to go. Even no matter how much pain you're in, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But you were here and you could see it release. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I've been good.
And I've been wearing the Liberty. And one of the things that I did not expect, besides having energy, is that all of a sudden, I don't make it past 11 o'clock at night. Now, I usually go to sleep 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like you.
That's me, yeah.
There's so many things we have to do, and there's editing, and there's this, and there's that, and I got to try to get some ideas and things. And so I want to sort of stop, just watch some TV and clean my, I don't make it.
Wow.
By 11 o'clock, I'm already gone. So my doctor, I spoke to him, he says, Freddie, I need you to get 7 hours of sleep. I said, 7 hours of what? I said, I'm foreign to that. But I don't, you want to call it coincidence? I've been worrying now.
So let's ask Ava. Everyone's here for different reasons, and it's not all wearing the same patch. It's a super patch is the company, but there are 11, correct?
10
or
different patches right
10
now.
different patches, so they do different things. What is the
Correct.
technology? Is it medication? Are they creams? What is it?
No, it's your body. So the body and the brain communicate, right? Through the different ways that our bodies communicate. And so what happens is due to disease, right? Due to inflammation, due to the environment, due to lack of nutrients, vitamins, minerals, everything our body is lacking, that communication gets distraught, right? And so that's why we have all these issues. Lack of sleep, lack of energy, right? Aches, pains, whatever. And so what the patch does is it bridges the communication between the body and the brain using our receptors on our skin. So it reopens that communication that the body did naturally and organically. Now, each body has energy, right? Each body has a sleep tolerance, right? Each body has, different things. And so what it does is it brings your body into that balance of what your body needs. Right? Because my body and your body
Need different things, right?
need different things, right? And they function differently as far as our needs go. So when people say, I have more energy, it's not that you have more energy, it's the energy that you should have had to begin with that you lost due to, the other situations going on. And so, with Freddie saying, he doesn't make it past 11, right? And, I noticed that I've never been a morning person my whole life. I often said that if I had to ever support myself getting up in the morning, I would starve to death, right? Because I was not, right? I have never been a morning person, right? And so I've noticed that I'm like you now. I go to bed at a decent time, because when I'm going to bed, I'm ready to go to bed, right? I go to sleep, but then I wake up, whether it's 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning or sometimes 4 in the morning, and I'm like feeling like I've slept for 20 hours. I feel amazing, and then I'm ready to go all day. And so I'm like, every day I'm like the Energizer Bunny, which was my normal at 30. I'm 59, right? So I'm back to 30 again, and so my body is in balance, and it functions the way it did when I was young and healthy, right? And we get unhealthy because of, like I said, the lack of nutrients, right, in our food source, the environment, just different things that our bodies are missing. And so the body starts to kind of be sluggish. And so when you bring it back into homeostasis, which is a fancy word for balance, right, the body starts to function the way it was meant to.
So
and that's why you're
days-
noticing that.
Are days we can use different patches?
I wear the same patches every single day. And so I wear the Defend patch, the Liberty patch, and the
Victory?
The Victory patch, and the Ignite patch. So what do they do?
You
So
wear four.
the 4 patches, right. So the Defend patch is immune support, okay? So what does that mean? That means our immune system needs to be functioning properly all the time. Unfortunately, is we don't know when it's not functioning until something happens, right? So we know our immune system gets compromised easy, right? And, things are going on. It could be a cold, it could be a cough, it could be a germ, whatever, right? So you want to protect your core, and the immune system is your core, right? So I wear that patch every single day, and I swear by it. Like every single person alive should have that patch on to protect our immune system. So the other 2 I wear is the Liberty and the Victory, and here's why. They help with homeostasis. That's very important, right? Balancing the body. Also, they help with energy, your natural energy, not like a Red Bull energy, right? So natural energy, mobility, stability. They help with recovery. They help with people that work out, right? They get a better workout. They just help your body at its core, if you will. They also help to reduce inflammation, which is another big deal. If we can get rid of the inflammation in our body, we just got rid of half our problems, right? I just feel amazing all the time, right? And then I wear the Ignite patch, which actually helps you lose 25% more calories naturally and organically.
I ordered that, by the way.
Because it's not about weight loss, it's about losing it naturally, organically, and then, sustaining it, right? So it's not a weight loss patch, it just helps you burn more calories. So if you're burning more calories, you're losing weight.
Well, when you
So those are
don't
the
when you don't sleep, the byproduct is anything that happens to your body becomes a shock.
Oh, 100%.
So, all of a sudden, anxiety becomes Superman over your body. So this new thing now that I have where I go to sleep actually and wake up in the morning and I go, man, what just happened? So I'm up and I'm like in the car, I'm doing all these things, and Linda says to me, what happened? What are you doing? What's the matter with you? It isn't anything the matter with me. It's the byproduct of being able to really actually sleep. Now my question is, if I'm doing the IV with the B vitamins and all, it doesn't change anything. It's not like you have to take the patch off to go to the gym.
No, of
You
course
don't have
not.
to take off the patch to go in the shower. Believe it or not, you wear it in the shower, it does not come off. Do not take it off to try to put it back on, because it ain't going back on.
Right. It's a 24-hour a day, right? Your body works 24 hours a day. It doesn't, your heart doesn't stop pumping because you're going to go to bed, right? I mean, the blood continues to flow through the body, right? Things. So the patch is the same way. It's allowing that body to continue the communication when you're awake, asleep, at the gym, right? Whatever you need. And so in your case, when you're sleeping and you're resting and you have that deep sleep, right? That's when the body heals and repairs.
Right.
That's rebooting, if you will, right? And that's why you're noticing you feel amazing, because the body did what the body was
You have a
meant to
question in
do.
the back of the room?
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well.
You know him?
I know, slowly
He's
but
back.
He's like a plant. He's for real, though.
He's
You may
back.
have to put two
I'm
patches on.
Yeah, I know. I told you it's a struggle. You
Yeah,
know, there's
I love
like-
it.
There's like a war going on in here. It's crazy. So we were talking earlier because I like to work out, and I'm taking in the calories that I need. I'm at the gym 4-6 days a week, but I'm not seeing the gains that I should be seeing because I'm not sleeping properly.
Correct.
But you also mentioned that other patch.
Victory,
yeah. That it helps with
Working
workout.
out.
Yes.
It's amazing, Rich.
Yes, that is
I'm sorry?
for.
It's amazing for working out.
Yeah.
Is it how?
Yeah.
What does? How does it? Or what does it do? What effect does it have?
So it helps with your recovery, right?
Okay.
Because when you're working out, there's stress on the body, right?
Yeah, you're tearing muscle. And, all that
Exactly.
stuff,
So the recovery is faster. It helps you to be stronger, right? Because you got to be strong during your workout.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just helps the body. I mean, it's for athletes. It's for kids in sports, right? It's for people that work out. It's just an amazing patch.
Oh,
You know the things you
will
think-
notice your workout will be a lot better.
You know the things you think
Okay.
I shouldn't do because I'm whatever age, because I shouldn't
Right.
do it, and then you try it,
You're
and you're
35.
like, right, 35, and then you're like, wait, I can do the second set a little bit faster, and then the next thing you go is, wow, I can actually do it the way the trainer's doing it, and you think, what is it? And you realize it's got to be the patch. When you're balancing on one foot, whatever it is you're doing, because this is what, at least this for me, I've experienced it. The things I had stopped doing because my back hurt and my hip hurt, and I was modifying, I don't have to modify it anymore, which is.
Nice.
Yeah. Well,
You
it's
didn't hear
stability,
that.
right?
Not so nice
Yeah.
for Freddie, but nice
Stability.
for me, right?
Yeah.
Ava,
No, because
as
she's
far-
working with all this pain. I hurt. I says, did you run? Did you this? And yes. I said, well, there you have it. All of a sudden, there's no more of that.
Right.
So where the hell did it go?
Do you have any patches that takes care of the spaceship that's constantly idling in my head?
Yes. it's that peace patch.
I just want to say something about the REM. I know they're all meant to be on for 24 hours. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I take it off. Otherwise,
the
I'm gonna
REM,
be asleep
yes,
all day.
of course,
But
exactly.
that's how well it works.
Exactly.
It's
The REM
amazing.
patch is only meant for at nighttime, right?
Yeah, I recommend
So-
that you take it off immediately because I'm walking around like a zombie.
Absolutely. And that's a good point.
Yeah,
so
I just
every
wanted to-
patch
I'm
should
sorry
be
to
on
interrupt,
24
but it was
hours a
important.
day,
I had to
except
do the
for the
same
REM.
thing, though.
Yeah.
I had to do the same thing when I tried
Right.
it.
No, the REM patch needs to come off in the morning when you get up because that's just a sleep aid, right?
Yeah, yes, and
Yes.
it's amazing.
Yeah, you don't
but
wear
it
that
still
24
And what
hours.
about for memory? Judy's here, and I wanted Judy to meet you because Judy is the brain entertainer, and Judy works with patients that have memory, lack of function for the memory, right? Whether you call it dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever it is, she helps you train your brain to keep it functioning at its best. Kind of like you do with your blood system, right? With the IV. Judy does this through puzzles and games, and we've known Judy for years. But is there something that helps with memory and cognition?
Well, look, you can wear the focus patch. It helps you to stay focused on
Okay.
task, right? And you know what has really harmed us is the technology.
Yes.
Right? I mean, I used to know everybody's phone number by heart. And ever since we got these smartphones that are made us dumb, right? Right? I mean, everything is instant.
Yes.
We don't have to remember anything. So what happens when you stop using it? You lose it, right? So it's important to bring the body back into homeostasis so the body starts, to work and function properly. And then the focus patch is great for that because it keeps you, on task and laser focused. Absolutely.
Everybody that has a certain need, there's a chart that she showed me.
Yeah.
In this chart, you sort of group up what you need. The best part of this whole thing is trying to explain it to somebody. Because they look at me like the spaceship in Frank's head.
Right.
What ship did you get off?
Yes.
What are you, insane? And there was a lady, the first time we mentioned, there was somebody sitting in that chair who couldn't turn her neck. Remember this? You
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
And she's like, and she put it on and she started turning her head to talk. She said, wait a minute. What's going on? Remember? It happened right in front of us. That's when I went, what is this? And again, it's difficult to explain to people because everybody thinks it's the old-fashioned way. Well, let me put it on if I have a pain here or a pain there, and then I'll put it on. No, just wear it.
Well, no, that's not the old-fashioned way. Here's the old-fashioned way. and some of you in this room are old enough to remember this. The old-fashioned way was your mom cooked at home, and your food came from not a depleted ground, right? Sure. You had nutrients in your food. You didn't eat fast food. You didn't eat processed food, right? You had a clean environment. You didn't have microwaves and cell phones and all the craziness you have today. You didn't have the pollution. You didn't have all those. That's the natural way, right? And then what happened? You know, the craziness happened, right? So processed foods, GMOs, right? All this crazy thing that has happened, and the body is breaking down because we don't have the nutrients that the body requires.
True that.
Right? And I tell people, you know, take a plant. Most people have house plants, right? And give it what you ate last time and see how long it lives. Because your body is made the same way, right?
True.
And so that's the old-fashioned way, my friend. So because we don't have that anymore, people turn to supplementations, lotions, potions, right? Juices, anything to help the body. The problem is that the body cannot absorb. A lot of those things are synthetic, right? So if you're buying your supplements off of a shelf somewhere, stop wasting your money. Your body does not absorb. People say, well, I need vitamin D. Well, then go find the right vitamin D. Don't buy it off the shelf. And your blood never lies. So I tell people, if you want to know if your supplements work, go get a full blood panel, and you'll notice you're still deficient. So when they were talking earlier about the infusions, that makes sense. Your body cannot absorb glutathione. So if you're purchasing
I don't know the hell it is.
It's very good. It's very good for your body. Your body produces it, but again, there's a deficiency, right? But you cannot absorb glutathione. It has to be done via IV. Mm-hmm. You know, vitamin B12, same thing. Your body's not going to absorb. And so people's bodies are breaking down, and that's why people today, more than ever, want the education. That's what we do. We educate. So we have natural ways of allowing the body to heal and repair using patches. Of course, you can get your deficiencies, right, the correct way. And then what happens is the body starts to do what the body normally does. But people forget that the body was meant to heal and repair naturally and organically. So
that's just
there
it,
you go.
because everybody, like I go to Weight Watchers, and everybody there thinks that, you know, it's been years that I've been coming, and they weigh 100 pounds and then they lost it. It's a process.
Yeah.
And you got to sort of teach your body
Yeah.
the new process.
Sure.
You know, when you wake up in the morning and says, my God, what just happened? Oh, I slept. I haven't done that in years.
Yeah.
So your body says, what's going on here?
And look how happy you are.
I tell you, I'm not saying nothing.
When you feel good, you look good, you do good, right? And that's all we want. We just want quality of life. The beautiful thing with the patches is children can use them. They're safe for everyone
Kids for
because
ADD, yeah.
there's no ingredients in there, right?
True.
Because it's not about adding one more crazy thing to your body.
It's about using your body the right way.
Exactly.
What's the best way for people to reach out to you?
So they can call me, 765-425-7445, or you can go to mypatchqueen.com.
And Ava is starting her new show tonight at 4 o'clock. It streams out live right here on Amp Media Production Studios. And then 8 o'clock tonight, you will hear it on True Oldies.
Yes.
And here is one of your elements, Health and Wellness with Ava. And that starts today, so just in time for the holiday season.
That looked pretty sexy to me.
It's pretty sexy. I
Yeah.
think you're going to like it a lot. So more to come. Eva's here for the week. She does not live in Florida, but she was here. She did a tour of Florida, and luckily for us, she came back to spend the week with us. So she's going to be at all of our events Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Walk to End Alzheimer's. So for any questions, you can always reach her right here at the studio. 888-994-4995 will get you right in touch with her. Or come on by today because her show is live at 4. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I think they've got games open for questions. We got to get Sally back. I don't think we got you revved up enough for Call Me Zena. You're a little quiet over there.
Because everybody else is talking and I'm enjoying it.
We're going to talk to Sally when we get back. More to come. on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Amp Media Productions proudly announces Music Nights. We invite you to a 2-night concert event, November 10th and December 1st, starring J.C. Dreesen with her Salute to the Veterans. And True Rumors, the greatest Fleetwood Mac tribute band on the land. For more information and to grab your tickets, head over to events.amp2.tv. That is events.amp2.tv, and don't be late.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? AMP Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Away from negative infection.
you now.
And we're back.
I might have to, give in to glasses or something. I've got your husband working now.
I see that.
Listen, this
I couldn't get to
Everybody
you.
to work.
portion of the show is brought to you by Pizza Rica.
Tomorrow is Pizza Rica Day. I can't
Pizza
roll my
Rica.
R's like that.
Rica. You know what? For lunch, you get 2 slices of pizza and a soda for $5. Man, when I lived in New York, I used to get it for $3. $2 difference.
Long time
not
ago.
Too bad. Yeah.
You can't beat that. All right, we got to
Great
say
pizza,
hi to,
by the way.
We got to say hi to the boys in the back.
How the boys doing?
How you boys doing back
Boys
there?
are back in town.
How you doing?
We're doing good.
Yeah.
Everyone's calm. They got going on. Frank, I want you to give people who do not know an overview of your books. We've got new people in the
You got
studio.
a couple hours?
We got a few hours.
No, why don't you tell us about this special you got cooking?
What's special?
Yeah.
Oh, for the holiday season, yeah.
For the holiday season, I have 12 books published. They're all out for sale here in the studio, and I have a special going on. If you come to the studio and buy a book, or if you contact me by email, which is my name, frankaruffalo@gmail.com, and you purchase a book before December 18th here in the studio, or by me before December 6th, your name will be entered into a contest to win all my books, which the drawing will be on December 20th.
And they're all unbelievable.
All 12.
You know, the one that's the most non-coincidental of anything is the one you wrote, your memoirs of a soldier of Mary.
Right.
Because now we have the Virgin Mary.
I
He
have the
writes
Virgin
the story.
Mary, which I restored, which
And-
used to
and-
be at an apparition site in Hollywood. So that's a special statue.
It's very special. We're so honored to have that statue here in our studio, that you restored it, and how all of that came to be. Even how Andrew got it in the truck. Do not know how one man lifted 550 pounds, but he got it in the truck.
Super
and-
patch.
A super patch.
It
And
was a
she's
super
here,
patch.
and all the books are here, and they're all signed. So definitely get entered into the contest to win the entire
Library.
Series.
collection.
Yeah.
Correct.
Good stuff. And they got their shows on Thursdays at 5:30.
Shows are every other Thursday at 5:30. Who do we have this week? We have Rosario.
Yeah, Rosaria Vigoretto.
Vigoretto. She's an artist.
Yeah.
She'll be on our show.
We had your show play on South Florida Oldies last Thursday.
Last Thursday with the sisters.
With the sisters.
Oh, with Alicia and Priscilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was a great show.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and then you put Alicia and I in the same room and forget
Well,
it.
they'll have to wear the patch.
We're going to give everyone a peace patch.
Yeah, no kidding. And she's going to be co-hosting with
Yes.
me on December 4th?
12th?
Somewhere now.
Yeah, somewhere around there because
I'll be on the Caribbean Sea somewhere.
It's
Yeah.
funny because I want to see the new and improved you on patches with her to see if you sort of.
Okay, no, I'm not going to wear it that day. I am not going to wear it that day. We're gonna make it interesting. Make sure that you put rubber on all the walls.
I'm gonna bubble wrap you. Is what I'm gonna.
Frank, when's the next one coming out? Don't you have the next edition of the 3, the one that Josh did the cover to? Samael?
Samael of Sarah. When is that coming out? I have no idea.
Okay. So not before the cruise.
Not before. I don't think so. No. After the
He
cruise.
looks
Just
over.
in time
He
for
looks
Christmas.
at his editor.
He looks at the editor. When's it coming out? Don't even ask.
It passed my final inspection a month ago, and and went back to her for final
Went back to
read-through. So
editing.
that's where it is.
Yeah, but your final inspection is
No,
like
it was after
really-
her, but it was after her final inspection.
Yeah.
Final inspection. So
Yeah.
now it's the final inspection.
And that'll be the 4th of that series.
That'll be the last of that series.
That'll be the last one.
Because
And
if
then
you've
what's
ever
next?
read his emails, you know why he needs an editor. So,
Really?
love you, man.
I don't type well.
It's all good that my emails are short and sweet. We went to an event last week and talked about your leadership style. And for some reason, you seem to think I overdo my emails, and I'm very detail oriented, and I think I'm kind of to the point.
Give her another patch.
I can't wait to see
The
how Dawn
focus
does
patch.
with hers.
The cabbage patch.
A focus patch.
It's funny because we sat at this table and we're supposed to fill out this questionnaire, and everything she did to the right of it, I did to the left of it.
Pretty much.
It's the funniest thing.
That's hysterical.
How our leadership styles are.
Completely different.
Totally, but it kind of worked. No, there were some that were the same, but it kind of works.
Another patch.
Yeah.
So we have to say hi to Sally while she's here. Welcome back. It's been a while.
Yes. Just got back from my cruise.
How was that? Yeah.
It was really very nice. It
Where'd
was
you
nice.
go?
I always forget. It's like my show. We went to the Western Caribbean. We went to a couple of places. This time we took it a little easy. I didn't get off the ship on every expedition that we meant to go on.
And no seafood for you last night, Sunday night.
The what?
No seafood on the last night?
No, especially shrimp. I was fine. We did good.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time Sally eats the last night shrimp on a cruise,
I
she
was a
comes
little
back
bit
sick.
like this. It was like muscle memory. It was kind of affecting me a little bit.
And
but I
are
was
you
fine.
wearing your patches?
I am wearing one of my patches here. Where is it? Yeah. This is Defend. It helps your immune system.
How long you been wearing it?
I've been doing this for a
patches.
week now. I actually got most of them when I got home, but I really believe in this. I think it's amazing. Absolutely
Is
amazing.
Steve wearing them?
I'm going to keep wearing them.
Is
yeah.
Steve wearing anything?
He's wearing them too.
How's
yeah.
he feeling?
He's doing good. Yeah, he's doing good.
He's off this week, right?
Well, he was meant to be going to work, but he took the week off.
So maybe we'll see him
Yeah,
one day
yeah.
this week.
He wanted to be here, but he didn't make it.
All right. Well, we'll chit chat with him.
Yeah, please
You're in good
do.
company over there. You got Judy with you. You got a lot of good people hanging out with you today.
Hi, everybody. Hello.
So Frank, what's next on the book series, or what are you writing next?
I'm not writing it. I've got 4 books already written that she hasn't even gotten yet. So I'm not writing anything right now.
So now it's up to Chris. Any ideas on where we're going to be next year on the election? What's the next book that might talk about an election?
I can't believe you went there.
I'm not.
He has an election somewhere. We don't have to name the parties involved.
I need 12 patches, please.
There's news in this spaceship. I warned you yesterday, though, right?
These patches should have a warning label on them.
Only when I use them. That's all there is.
That's awesome.
We don't talk about politics on the show. Do you know why?
Well, it wasn't like that. It was kind of just he gets information from
Yeah.
other sources.
Yeah.
You
And-
sent me something on the moon last week.
On the what?
The moon.
I got that from Frank.
Rich, have you read, which ones of the books have you read?
I've read several of them, but don't ask me titles because I couldn't tell. I'm terrible with names, whether it's a person's name or title of a book, title of a song. The only reason I remember my own name is because people are always yelling it at me. So, but yeah, no, but the detective ones are my favorite.
Jack Stenhouse?
Gabriel's Chalice.
Stuck in Traffic.
Yeah, Stuck in Traffic. Gabriel's Chalice. We did a
We
screenplay for
We
it.
got a screenplay for that one too.
Yeah.
Where are we on that? Anywhere yet?
No, we're not even doing anything with that. We want to get Stuck in Traffic out of the way first.
Now, is it affecting that the strike is still going on? Which I hear they may have some resolution to. We're going to know by Saturday.
Yeah, the strike is really hurting. It's hurting the industry.
Yeah, it is.
In fact, I was at the opening night for the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival, and I got a press pass to go. And one of the things that I was told
Under
was...
the Artist Loft, by the way.
Yes, under the Artist Loft.
Congratulations.
Through the Artist Loft, I got a press pass. And I was told that I cannot ask certain questions to the actors regarding some of the productions that they've worked on and stuff like this. Now, I was able to talk to the director, and I was able to talk to the writer for the film that we saw. But actors, no, and trying to get them right now until the strike is over, we're probably not going to be able to do too much with it. We've got a couple of producers and a production company from Ukraine that have read the script and they're interested. So I'm I'm putting a pitch deck together right now. I'm getting all the information for a pitch deck. I have a video that I put together, and now we just need to raise about $50,000 for seed money, so that we can get a line producer to do our budget, business plan,
And a lawyer.
and an attorney for all the contracts and stuff like that.
And then we'll set up another corporation and go from there.
Ready?
Yeah.
See, I try to time it because I thought that today would be the day that would be over. And instead it's not over, but they got an offer on the table and they're looking at it. So it might be over by Saturday. If they don't take this deal, it's gonna go into January, is what I was told.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
And I think our crew has a game for everybody.
Oh, yes.
I think Gretchen put a game together. You should have played the morning. Were you on the show this morning? Did you see the morning show? I know Frank did.
No.
All the music titles with emojis. I'd kind of like to know what Rich's answers are on those.
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
No, I don't know. I don't know what they've got. Based on the, we're doing Guess the Movie based on the emoji.
Oh,
All right, so this is open for everyone to play. You guys ready?
Guess the movie. Okay.
Oh,
what
that's
is this?
easy. Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
First of all, hold on a second.
Judy, I'm not allowed
Hold
to
on.
play apparently.
Somebody bring me the duct tape from the back. Don't.
The Quiet Patch.
Yeah, it's a staple in the mouth. A staple.
Sorry.
You're not allowed to
Hold
play.
your answer. We know that you know.
Hold my answer. Okay.
Bring me the blindfold. Get the blindfold.
I'm not going to say anything.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, National Lampoon.
Did I win?
Yes.
You got a patch.
You got a
Yeah, I
patch.
got a patch.
That's funny.
I love that movie. Oh.
Oh my God. Oh, I know.
Ho-
It's
The
like-
Shining?
Is that?
Is it
that
Shining?
Psycho?
Nope.
Yeah, it's a hotel.
Oh, it is The Shining. Okay. Woo!
I'm home.
Jaws.
Oh, Jaws.
Jaws.
No.
Oh!
No. It is Jaws.
Man.
Taxi.
Taxi driver.
You see, these are easy.
Nice job. You guys flew through that like
Yeah,
nothing.
that
Gretchen
was
worked on that
fun.
all day.
That was fun. Let's do more.
Do you guys have more? Do you have the morning show? Do you have the music ones? Movie trivia?
There you go. Movie trivia.
All right. Rich, you should know this one.
You know, I should.
What is the name of the woman who falls into Corbin Dallas's car in The Fifth Element?
Lilu.
Birdie, Lilu, or Cassiopeia?
Multipass.
Multi-pack.
Which one?
Lilu.
Lilu. Frank says Lilu.
Yeah. Good.
Wait,
Was that the answer?
Yes.
Okay.
that means yes?
That means
That's
yes.
great.
Okay.
All right, what's the next one?
Multipass.
In The Lion King, Mufasa dies from being trampled by a pack of A, cheetahs, B, wild beasts, C, elephants.
I think it's C.
No, it's
Not
it's
wild beasts?
It's elephants, isn't it?
Is it?
I thought it was cheetahs, but
Elephants, says Rich.
he circled.
I don't remember.
I think it's cheetahs too.
And my kids saw it like a million times.
Wild beasts,
Oh,
you were right.
I saw we circled it earlier.
Oh.
Who's making lunch?
Something's burning.
What is the movie in which Jim Carrey discovers that his everyday life is really a TV show about him?
Oh, the Truman Show.
Truman Show.
Truman Show. Ding, ding, ding.
That was such a great movie and sad too at the same time.
Prelude to the Matrix.
We got more? Okay. The Matrix Code and the Matrix came from recipes from which kind of food? Sushi, barbecue, or cereal? You told us this answer. You can't say it.
Matrix.
Sushi, barbecue, or cereal was the Matrix Code.
Oh,
Cereal.
Cereal?
Cereal.
Sally says cereal.
It's a complete guess.
Emma says sushi.
Yeah.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Sushi it is.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds kind of fishy to me.
Yeah, it does.
That's raw.
Yeah, it's raw.
What are the 5 student stereotypes in Breakfast Club? A brain, a beauty, a jock, a rebel, and a recluse. A rebel, a nerd, a diva, an underdog in a basket case. They're all kind of the same. A loser, a lover, a scientist, a princess, and a psycho.
Oh.
I'm going to go with A.
I think it's,
A.
yeah.
A?
A.
Is it A?
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo, although C kind of works also.
They all
You know, the only thing I remember about that movie was when she put the dandruff on the painting.
Remember that when she shook her hair and went everywhere?
That's the only thing I remember about that movie.
And that had to be a cheap movie to make. One location.
Yeah, and dandruff.
One location.
And they just had to pay for fake dandruff, and it was.
Yeah. And the dandruff. Yeah, and the dandruff was free. Yes, you didn't have to pay for the prop.
You don't have to pay for the product. We've got Judy here, and Judy, thank you for coming. I know you were here last week. We played some games, but I thought this would be a whole lot of fun for you to meet everybody here.
It is. It's great, and I'm delighted to be here. And every time I come here, I get so stimulated. And that's the key, I think, for all of us, that we want to keep our brains active, keep our bodies healthy. And here it's like overload of the senses, and we're all learning together. And you know, socializing too is one of the best things that you can do to keep yourself healthy. So thank you for providing this forum, Dawn and Freddie, because it's great for all of us.
And you win a patch.
And you
And I win a patch, yay.
That's what I told you about the monkeys this morning on Monkey Island. They said most of the monkeys that survived and thrived after Hurricane Maria was because they had friends and relationships, and that's how they thrived.
They were wearing a patch.
They're wearing a patch. Did you know that 96% of monkey DNA is like human DNA?
I think it's more than that.
You do?
That's a monkey.
There's the
I didn't realize it was that much.
It's funny. Dawn says to me, "Have I ever been to Isla de los Monos, which is Monkey Island in Puerto Rico, which is a federally protected land?" So I said to her, "Yeah. Well, is it open to the public?"
No.
Hello. So I'm getting phone calls from the federal government now. I was only kidding.
No, that was just Freddie going over there. Oh, new segment, story time with Freddie.
Story time with Freddie.
I got
Careful.
Careful.
Story.
It has to do with the movie.
Oh, okay.
But instead of me telling a story, do you guys have a famous story you remember going to the movies? Something that happened in your past, something that stayed with you till today. Do you have one?
Funny story.
Yeah.
When I went to go see Carrie, when it first came out, I saw it in the theater. And there's one scene in the original where Carrie's friend goes to visit the gravesite, and all of a sudden this hand just shoots up out of the grave, and there was this girl sitting next to me, and when it happened, she got so scared she literally jumped off her seat, landed on my lap, popcorn everywhere, and it was absolutely hysterical. You saw the entire theater just they all jumped.
You have a story?
I do. Do you guys remember? That's kind of funny, though. I don't know if I can top
It was
that.
hysterical.
You
Do
were
you
trying to get a
remember-
visual for that one. I saw you.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can
Yeah.
only imagine.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the movie Earthquake in Sensoron? When it first came out in the movie theaters.
Earthquake.
Earthquake in Sensoron. What happened was that they loaded up the chairs with these gizmos that shook the chair. So I was at the Lowest Paradise in the Bronx on Grand Concourse, and I went with my parents, and I got to sit on the outside chair. And this bad boy starts, and everybody's vibrating, like, whoa, what's going on here? So I'm saying, this is kind of cool. There's a short circuit on mine.
Oh no!
There's
Oh, no.
sparks flying everywhere.
Of course there is.
And I'm running out of the theater, because I'm thinking the building's coming down.
That's very funny.
How do you do it?
That's
Oh man, I'm gonna
crazy.
tell you. And then I didn't go to the movie theater for a long time. Maybe that's why I go all the time now.
Make
'cause
up
I
for
still
lost
have that.
time.
Are you still shaking?
I don't know.
No.
Almost.
A little bit more on this hand, but this hand's pretty good. I don't know.
And where did you put it? What side?
Over there.
I asked the same thing.
Yeah, so both of them are here. And this hand stopped.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
This, it's gonna. It's no longer functioning.
And
But
that's-
anyway, that's my story for the movie. You guys have any? That's.
I love the picture.
They are so wacky.
You make it
Wacky,
so easy.
wacky. What, being wacky?
Yeah.
You don't have a story? Come on, you went to the movie, something must have happened.
I have a very silly story about the movies.
Okay.
Okay. On my day off, I used to work really hard and I didn't really want to be with anybody on my days off because I used to be talking to a lot of people. So I decided to go to the movies, but I went on my own. And I thought, what if I see someone here? I bought 2 popcorns and 2 sodas and put them in the next chair just in case I saw someone.
You bought 2 popcorns.
Yeah, and 2
In
2
anticipation.
sodas. No, I didn't want anyone to think I was on my own. So I put
no
them
one
in
sat
the
next
next
to her.
chair in case I saw someone I knew in the movie theater.
And how'd that work out for you?
Expensive.
You bought 2 popcorns.
2 popcorns and 2 sodas and put
You
them in
are
the next
hilarious.
seat. I mean, it was really silly because it cost me one heck of a lot of money.
She was on a boat, standing at a
That's
bar.
hysterical. Oh my
So
God.
funny. See, I wouldn't have bought 2
But
because
I
I'd have to
couldn't
carry
a friend
them.
come with me just in case.
That's interesting. Or you could have said, excuse me, you want to carry this for me?
Somebody carry my
I told you it was silly.
Do you remember the movie Al Pacino did about the gays and they were protesting in New York?
Dog Day Afternoon.
No, Dog Day Afternoon was before this. It was way before this. But this is the one that they pulled out of the movie theaters because it talked about a killer killing the gay community. So they didn't want that in the day. They didn't want this stuff. So I met this lady. I went skiing in Vermont. Don't ask. I don't ski. And I asked her to go to the movies. So I took her to the movies. Don't ask, I'm telling you. So they are protesting in front of the movie theater downtown in Manhattan. I mean, they had signs, they were screaming, it was really violent. So I said to her, our movie is in through there. And she says, you brought me here to die? And I said, do you want to go or not? Yes, let's go. So she grabs me, she runs across. Meanwhile, I'm getting hit by signs in the head, and I get in to see the movie theater. And I go and I sit down, and everybody lights up. And I'm not talking about cigarettes, I'm talking about something else. And all of a
I
sudden,
thought you meant everyone was just happy.
no, they're smoking. It was nothing but a cloud. Now, I'm allergic to marijuana, believe it or not. I am allergic to marijuana. Don't ask me why, but I started it. Like your hands?
Too much marijuana.
Yeah.
So I'm all hyperactive, and she's like, shut up, I'm watching the movie, because I'm like, my eyes are going this way, and my arms are going. So I said to her, I gotta go to the bathroom. And she said, just go. And I ran out the movie.
You left?
Yes.
You left her?
Yes. And
How
I
do you
went.
do it?
I went to, and I lived in the Heights on 186th Street. So you had to take a yellow cab to take you to 186th Street in the Heights. You know how hard that is? So this guy saw this guy trembling. His eyes are going this way. I said, I'll give you $75 if you drive me to the Heights, a yellow cab. And he agreed to do it. He says, give me the money first. I gave it to him. He didn't turn the meter on. Takes me up to the Heights.
Ever talk to her again?
She called.
She ran to the house.
That was it, right there. So she called, and my sister answered the phone. She says, listen, I never want to talk to your brother again, but I just want to know, is he okay? That was it.
That was nice.
That was it. But it was true. I was like, I mean, what is that? I needed a patch.
That's right.
You and your stories.
So there you have it.
One
That's the best I could do.
Wait, you lived on 186 in the Heights?
My sister still lives on 186 in the Heights.
Okay, so you had the RKO Coliseum right there on 181st. Why didn't you just walk there?
Time out. Take it easy. They turned that one into a porn movie.
When?
I don't know when, but when I went to NYU, I used to hang out there all the time because I took a...
After it was a porn?
Didn't you run into somebody there that you knew coming out of it?
I used to go see the
Juanita.
porn because I was a film major. So I had to check it out. It was the only movie theater. Where was I going to go, right? So my Aunt Juana catches me coming out of the theater.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that looks like it. And she says to me, what are you doing? I said...
Well, Pee Wee Herman and I wanted to catch a flick, and
that's another story. I'm seeing a film for school, and she says, "You know what this is, right?" I go, "No, what is it?" Yes, it turned into a porn showcase.
Oh man, what a shame.
Yep.
Because I used to go there all the time as a kid because I lived on 169th and Broadway.
You could still go there, saying.
Yeah, no, they tore it down.
Oh, the one in
Recently.
169?
No,
The one-
the RKO. They tore it down recently.
As a matter of fact, I saw Saturday Night Fever at that RKO when it was a regular movie.
Yep.
I saw
Yep,
it there
same here.
with Mimi. Because we were the last to see that movie whenever. And then they made it a porn stop. And my sister says, there used to be a place called Circus Circus on 181st Street as well.
Yep.
I was 13 and my brother took me there. May he rest
Yeah.
in peace.
That's a
Shall we
shame
wrap
that they
this
did
up?
that to the theater.
Well, you see, you get me all juiced up. And then
I
you
know.
want
We
me to
got
wrap it
another
up?
show at 2:30. We got to get Sally all juiced up.
Okay, I guess
No,
we
I am. I'm just letting everybody else talk for a change.
She's enjoying. We've got Call Me Zena coming up today at 2:30. So if you're in the studio and want to stay, in-house psychic and medium Sally Bernard, Zena, is here to answer questions of the things that are not really coincidences in life.
Yeah, many things happened on the cruise.
There you, because she knew exactly what she was going to talk about today. So I spoke to her over
That's
the weekend.
my opening. Many
All
things
right.
happened on our
Many
cruise.
things happened on the cruise. I'm just glad you guys are back. Thank
Strange.
you all for joining us. Frank and Rich, come get your books
Not all of them.
in the studio from Frank A.
Thanks for
Ruffalo and get
asking.
entered in to win a drawing of his entire collection. The books are incredible. Everything from faith-based to Jack Stenhouse and more to come. We've got Level Up Infusion. Next Level Infusion. So for anything you need for non-medical, but for vitamins and supplements, you can check that out. We've got the Super Patch Queen. She's going to be here all week with us. Ava is joining us. Her show starts tonight at 4 o'clock, and then you can hear it again on True Oldies at 8. And Judy Herman, always the brain entertainer. It's fun to be with us. And Dawn DeBook stopped by. Faith Stories will be with us on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I think her pastor is going to be a regular joining us.
Good.
So we all need a little bit more faith. Ready to wrap it up?
Ready to wrap it up.
All right, have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, to our crew. That was amazing. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Drive Time.
ATLES Eagles!
Tonight, baby, and don't be late.
Bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.